Note: the following video depicts a specific configuration of the notebook. The same removal and replacement procedures apply to all configurations of the notebook. Before you begin, remove the battery, keyboard, top cover, hard disk drive assembly, wireless module, and display panel assembly. Removal: disconnect the speaker cable from its connector on the system board. Disconnect the fan cable from its connector on the system board. Using minimal force, lift the locking bar up on the USB board ZIF connector and disconnect the USB board ribbon cable from the system board. Caution: use care to prevent damaging the ZIF connector and ribbon cable. Remove the four 5mm P1 Phillips head screws that secure the system board to the base enclosure. Lift the power connector bracket off of its alignment pin on the base enclosure and remove. Remove the power connector from its cradle and remove the power connector cable from the routing channel on the base enclosure. Grasp the system board near the fan connector and lift the left side of the system board. Caution: do not grasp the system board by the heatsink. To avoid damage to the system board, handle it as close to its center as possible. At an angle, carefully slide the external connectors out of their cutouts in the right side of the base enclosure. Replacement. Note: before installing a new system board, remove the following from the old system board and install on the new system board: heatsink, hard disk drive adapter cable, memory module, RTC battery, SATA drive, PCH heatsink, power connector cable. Important: after installing a new system board, be sure to update the BIOS to the latest revision or to the version requested by the customer. In some cases, the replacement system board may have an older BIOS revision that may not support all of the features on the customer's system. Tow the external connectors on the right side of the system board into the cutouts in the base enclosure, and lower the system board into position on the base enclosure. Caution: ensure that the power connector, hard disk drive adapter, speaker, and fan cables are free from being pinched between the base enclosure and system board. Place the power connector into its cradle and route the power connector cable through the routing channel on the base enclosure. Place the power connector bracket onto its alignment pin on the base enclosure. Replace the four 5mm P1 Phillips head screws that secure the system board to the base enclosure. Insert the USB board ribbon cable into the USB board ZIF connector on the system board, and press the locking bar down to lock the cable into place. Caution: use care to prevent damaging the ZIF connector and ribbon cable. Connect the fan cable into its connector on the system board. Connect the speaker cable into its connector on the system board. Important: the system ID and/or serial number must be reset after replacing the system board. HP has tools and utilities that can be used to change these settings. Contact your service management team for the latest tools and utilities. Please refer to the following course for more information. Grow at HP, course ID 00116077. HP Mobile DMI FIT Web-based training.